Hey, welcome to the Friday Members Choice Show with us three.
Ahoy.
Hoi,
Ahoy,
hoi.
hoi. How are you two today?
Yeah.
Obviously, I saw you yesterday, John.
Yeah.
How have you been this week, Tim?
Yeah, well, man. Got my first bunch of SMS paints arrived. And I'm being too much of a chicken to try them out. But yeah, I went to the art store this afternoon and had a look around there, and they've got all sorts of good stuff. So I've got some different gauges of wire and stuff, and some clear bottles and some, putty tools and all sorts.
Nice.
And then on top of that, had a shipment arrive of just random hobby tools and stuff. So I got like micro drill bits, just a whole bunch of other little drill bits, some sanding sticks, bloody tweezer set. I thought this one was kind of cool. Instead of just stabbing the little gator clips into a block of foam or whatever, it's like a little metal tin. It's got little like bendable little straws, and then you chonk. So yeah, so there's a whole bunch of those in there, which is cool. And then what else? Oh, with the drill bits, I got a little like a hand pin vise. Yeah, which is good because I don't always need a rotary. It's a little metal dishes because I'm using grown-up paints instead of just my normal water-based acrylics for the first time. And then the art store was right next to Mr. Toy's Toy World. So I popped in there and tripped and fell and got an Apache.
Oh, diddums.
Yeah, I know, shit happens, but it was $30. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So yeah, eventful day.
Excellent. So I just post in the Discord. There we go.
Oh, and one of those little stencil thing for just doing modeling and
doing camouflage
crap. Yeah, more so just for like I said, modeling and just paint variation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, should just make it a bit easier and have some like different weirder shapes and stuff in there instead of just it's like the exact aperture of an airbrush doing squiggles. But yeah.
Hi.
So
yeah, excellent. Have you had a good day, John?
Yeah, so got up early, dropped the daughter's car off at Honda dealer to have a fuel pump replaced, and got to take my Kindle with me, so I had no choice just to walk up the street and back and all that sort of stuff. Then jumped on I get free transport because I'm a gold card veteran, and just jumped on the light rail and headed into Newcastle and had lunch and all that sort of stuff, and then went back, picked up the car, dropped into the model shop, bought some paint, came home, fell asleep.
Sounds like a good day to me.
It was a beautiful day. It was like 25 degrees, mainly blue sky. It was raining as I was getting home, but I didn't care. I was in the car.
Yeah, at that point, it's fine. It can do what it wants. Shall we crack on with the chat?
Why not?
Oh, tell you what I did do last night, John. I'll show you in a minute. I finished putting together the frame for the Lysander.
I saw on your Facebook page, I think. Yeah.
Because I post my updates on there.
Yeah. Crap at that.
June says, I'll be late in today. Kara turned up early, back in about an hour. Okie dokie.
Joe says, see you later, Julian.
Don't know why I still think Tim's over that way.
David the Valleys, good day all in chat and on screen.
Hello. Matthew says, good afternoon, everyone.
Joe says, same here, only for about 15 minutes. Forgot I scheduled vehicle maintenance for wife's car. Always something going on. Happy Friday, all.
Happy Friday.
Matthew Wagg says, hi, Joe.
Jim, greetings, gents. A happy Friday to you guys. And to you, Jim.
Yeah, he also says hello to all the usual suspects in chat.
And he says, hi, Jim.
And Kieran says, afternoon, everyone. Made it to a live stream for once.
Right. Duke's in. He says, g'day, all you beautiful people.
Hello.
Jim, g'day, Duke.
Oop. Hobby Time says, hi, guys.
And hi, Mikey. Good to see you last night.
It's good to see you too, Gordon. Nice to chat to you.
Paul Price is in. Evening all.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, mate.
Hobby Time saying, hi, Paul.
Aussie Ian's in saying, happy Friday, all. Finally made it here on time.
Nice. Neil Micklethwaite says, hi all, transferring to Shed in 10 minutes, finishing Lank and a Tonka, 617 squadron theme. Very cool. Good choice,
Nice.
good choice. Scale, please. 48, 72nd. It'd be nice to know.
Yeah, which kit?
Yeah, more information.
Yeah. Duke says, good day, Jim. And there you go. That's the comments caught up with. We are on a roll today.
Huzzah.
Yeah, everything's going well. So that gives us more time for modelling.
Right. So for those who don't know, I'm continuing with this big bastard. 72nd scale Hasegawa B47 Stratojet. Like that.
I am doing that. The ARL 44.
I did find last week during this sesh, I was talking about it comes with conventional bombs. I think 24 conventional bombs, whatever they are. They look like 500 pounds. But I want to fit a nuke, a thermonuclear nuke. So I did a bit of a search, found out which is the correct one. And it's this ugly bastard.
That reminds me. Before, when I was waiting for you guys to come on, I was watching a video on the fourth V bomber.
Oh yeah, the Sperrin, was it?
Yeah, it's actually a really interesting looking aircraft.
Yeah, they didn't need it. It was a fail-safe stopgap thing.
Yeah,
like that. So that ugly bastard. It's a Mark 53 atomic weapon, and 800 times more powerful than Hiroshima. Yes. So what I'm going to do, instead of buying this one, I'm going to download whatever they call Fusion 360 now and give it a burl. Just see if I can come up with a thing, because I don't need the trolley.
Yeah.
But if I can't, then nothing lost. I'll just go and buy the nuke. Oh, okay. Neil says a 72nd scale, the FX Lancaster, and the F-35 finished, and the Rebel Tonka GR1, all 72nd. Cool. Yeah, because we recently finished that kit ourselves, the Rebel Tonka in 72nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most of them were 9 squadron. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I've got to do the photo etch.
Oh, pity.
That's disappointing. Okay.
You know what else I found out while I was at the art store today?
Don't know.
That's a terrible guess. They stock Liquitex stuff, which is a brand, and they do some awesome acrylic inks. So awesome. I don't have to get those online and stuff. I can just go to the art store.
Nice.
Right.
I imagine you use a lot of them when you're doing figure painting.
No, not really. They're a bit of a cheat code, though, to be honest. Like once you start getting into inks, they are really, really good.
That's a nice photo etch. Can't believe I just said that. There you go.
Oh yeah.
How's that?
Ah, cool.
Scott says, "Hello, I know a song." Get on your nerves. Get on your nerves.
Oh,
Paul says, "Not now, Scott."
I thought I'd get away with it per a session. Thank you very much, Scott.
Joe says, "Timmy, before I leave, the NFL is fixed. You know it when the Cowboys and Eagles make a day one draft trade. What the hell? They're hated enemies. P.S. Eagles suck. It's fixed." Matthew says, "Unless it's secure, I don't want to know." I do not know what he's talking about.
The Cure. Is that what he said? Unless it's The Cure. Okay.
Okay. So P4 goes on there.
Oh, there's the progress on the swordfish as well.
Oh yeah, nice.
So yeah, got that together.
Got nice panel details on it.
Oh yeah, no, the kit's lovely. The only thing that was a little tricky was these struts to get them kind of flush with the fuselage there. There was a bit of a gap, so I had to kind of what did I do? I got like 2 chopsticks under those the lower wing parts, and then clamped down to get a bit of flex in while the glue set and everything. But you know, that's the trickiest thing I've had on this build so far. So yeah, I haven't glued the tail in so that I can remove that for painting. Yeah, which will be nice and easy. And what was the other thing? The landing lamp that I'd said I didn't have the clear part for, or like a bulb or something. So I've kind of put something in there to act as the bulb, and cut a clear piece to fit. And there was just a little bit of a air gap on the top side.
Yeah.
So just filled that with a bit of plastic card. But yeah, it's got, it follows the nice bevel and stuff on the lower side. So I'm happy with it. And then so that's all good to go. And then got the engine, the oil cooler, and the torpedo all primed. So
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
So had some good progress on that yesterday.
Good. Matthew says, "Fridays, I'm in love." Bob says, "I need a cure for lots of things." Neil says, "John, I followed your Tonka build series. Saved me time. Many thanks. I bought a set of extra decals covering all RAF units. I also bought the Revel twin packs as I love the kit so much. I've got the Revel twin pack.
Nice.
Just a bit too soon after doing the last one for me to do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
And don't forget to leave and subscribe, people, as well. If you haven't done so already. Looking at you, Ian. Callum's in. Hello, Callum. He says, evening, gents.
Hey.
I say in response, how many cans deep are you?
I'll throw in an advert at, I believe, the 9:30 p.m. UK time. On the 25th.
Yes.
Is a stream. Sorry, I need to bring it up again.
Quite all right.
Model Officers channel.
Yes.
This is it. So what it is a what's it there? A global roundtable.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So
Australia.
there we go. So what it is a discussion with James, Malcolm Childs from Models for Heroes, me in Australia with Piece by Piece, and in the US is Patriot Models.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a chat about why looking after our veterans is such great importance to us and all that sort of stuff. So if you're unaware, or maybe if you're not Australian or New Zealand, you may not be aware that tomorrow, the 25th of April, is Anzac Day, which commemorates the first time that Australia went to war as a nation. Whereas previously, like the Boer War and things that we had taken part in, it was the states, individual states doing that and raising regiments and that sort of stuff. But that was the first one after the Federation of Australia in 1901.
Nice.
So, yeah, so there we go. So it'll be a chat. I'm not sure how long it's going to go for or whatever, but I'll sort of throw that in there. It'll be Model Officers YouTube channel, the same one where the 48 and 48 was found when we did the fundraiser for that.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that, John. Let's put this photo etch down without getting glue on me. No, it's not going to work. Why have I pressed on that? Monsieur le Waitrose. Bonjour. Ça va?
Bonjour, ça va?
Oui, ça va, et vous?
Ah oui, très bien, merci.
Très bien.
G-Day.
G'day.
We tried to instill a bit of class there, John goes.
G-Day. In French.
G-Day.
How are you, Gary?
All right. Got quite a lot achieved in the last couple of days, so quite happy.
Good.
I painted the Ep5 PE2, which is all amazingly lovely camouflage.
Ooh. That does look. Yeah, that camouflage is awesome. Yeah.
They are cool. Like, it's a Polish one, so it's going to have the Polish red and white checkers on it. I managed to start spraying my Whitley, which is always good fun.
been painting my trimotor. And
is that Epic's one or something else?
No, this is an old monogram, 1959 monogram. I had to get some decal repair solution because the decals for it are so fragile. So I'm hoping I can fix those. And then Beast of Beasts is my BF109, which now has an engine.
Oh, wow.
Which is
very nice.
Looking very lovely. Really, really happy with that. So that can continue. So it's been quite a useful few days. And I now have my Q-foot, of course, to keep painting today.
Nice.
So
it looks like a lovely sunny day for you as well.
Oh, it's a gorgeous day. I think the next 5 or 6 days are supposed to be absolutely cracking the pavements. Not massively hot, and it's 18 degrees, I suspect, but complete sunshine, non-stop sunshine.
Yeah.
Which is fab.
Yeah. The weather's good here at the moment as well. I'm loving it.
So all is good in the west, at the north wing.
Yeah, it seems to be at the moment. I mean, Hamish is in here, is having a little kip whilst herself is off food shopping. The house is being re-rendered. It's been insulated and re-rendered with something or other, so that's all going on. Yeah. It's supposed to be the last thing we have done as well, so hopefully by the end of the weekend, that'll be that. Hopefully. I won't hold my breath.
We've got
just in case.
We've got 25 people watching and 9 likes so far. Ian, I bet you've forgotten, haven't you?
So how are we all doing?
All right, buddy.
Sorry. Good.
I'll just get through the comments and we'll chat.
Yeah.
Callum confirms he is 5 cans deep now.
Nice.
Ian says, "How did you know? What the hell? Laugh out loud. Happy Friday. Wait, was it Ian? Already said that." And he's saying hi to Callum. Paul, good morning, troops. I just got home from a 40-mile road bike ride. Yikes.
Madness. But well done.
Dave says, won't be able to catch it then, as out with Helen at a show in Cardiff. Oh, you poor thing. So we'll catch up later. There we go. Oh, he's talking to you, John, about the round table. Well, poor you. I really feel for you having to go to Cardiff. Don't worry. Not all the hills have eyes, though.
I feel for you having to listen to my dulcet tones.
Jim says, how very international. Pass the croissant, please, mon ami. Matthew says, great weather for painting desert tanks. Oh, no, I'm whitewashing a tiger tank. There you go. Yeah.
Cool.
So, just to remind people, Gary's next live stream is on Tuesday the 5th. Isn't it?
Yes. I think, yes. Hang on.
I'm making it my mission to remind people that both of your normal live streams are on Tuesdays now.
We've got the virtual model club on the 30th, which is next Thursday. It's coming Thursday. So yeah.
I'm making it my mission to remind everyone that both your normal live streams are on Tuesdays now.
Yeah, we'll be starting on Tuesdays, absolutely. You can remind me now and again as well, that would be really helpful.
Well, if you come on the streams, I will.
I'm losing track of pretty much everything. Including my chipping compound, which is very sad.
Your chicken compound?
Chipping.
Oh.
Chicken compound. Yes, there's so much room outside the North Wing. I've lost a third acre of land where the chickens are held.
The chicken is under the North Wing.
There we go. Chicken meat.
Sounds like
compound chicken.
Yeah.
Trevor's saying hi all, and Following Ghost is saying hi everyone. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I mean, I'm assuming you're both gentlemen. Kind of hard to tell. I'm only joking. All we can see is sort of a pair of goggles and a camouflage. I think it's like face covering. But I'm going to assume you're a gentleman. Or at least male. And Jim saying hello to Trevor and Ghost. That feels like I've put my arm in super glue somewhere. I hope I haven't. Oh, went to watch that show the other day, Gary, on Wednesday.
Yes, how was it?
It was really good. It was quite emotional, to be fair.
Brilliant. It's the power of theatre.
Yes.
Excellent stuff.
The parking was a bit stupid, like. That's more me not being prepared and them not putting in correct information on their website.
Oh, right.
So where was the show again? Remind me.
Theatre Fluid, which is by Mould, which is not far from me.
Not far from you.
It's about a 20-minute drive. Yeah, it was nice. The woman who wrote it was actually one of the lead characters in it, and the whole play was only five people, but they played like 10 characters, and it's done really well. But when she was doing her research and everything, she travelled all over the UK speaking to the old ATA girls and everything before they passed away.
Nice.
To do all the research and read the poems and the diaries and things.
That's very good.
Ian says, "Do you need a shovel, Mikey?" No. I can dig myself into a deep enough hole. Paul says, "The South Downs Way was alive with the sound of me singing badly." I can just imagine it being like Mr. Bean just singing at the top of his voice as he goes down the road in Mr. Bean's Holiday. Ian says, "Laugh at that, Paul." Good. Yeah. There you go. I got the program. When me and Kay go to the theatre to watch a show or whatever, we always try and get the program if they got it affordable.
Sure.
So it's got all photos of the ATA girls in there and things. Their stories and stuff like that. That one there is Captain Jackie Mogridge, and she's one of the original ATA girls. She's one of the first ones to join up. She was also the first female airline captain, and she was the first female fighter jet pilot.
Excellent. So she knows how to fly then?
Well, she did. I imagine she's dead now, like. And it's got facts and figures and things in. And poems that the ATA girls wrote.
Oh, there's
I didn't know.
ATA girl who died just the other day. She was like about 104 or something.
Yeah. She was one of the last ones, wasn't she? There's a ATA reenactment group as well, apparently. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it anyway. Kay didn't like it because there's a part where they're simulating one of the female pilots flying through a thunderstorm. So there's all the lights are flashing and there's a lot of noise and things.
Right.
That made her a little bit nervous, but other than that, she was all right. She watched it all.
Good. Very good.
Yeah. Paul says, I did get a double fly pass from 2 Spitfires. Is that because they were flying past? What the bloody hell's he doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. How far have you written?
Ian says, gone off you, Paul. I want to see 2 Spitfires. Your computer's lagging again, Gary.
Its days are numbered, I think.
Yeah. Paul says, Ian, move to Eastbourne. You get them about 4 times a day. Ian can go down the road and sit at the end of the runway and watch them because there's a Spitfire museum near where he lives. Spitfire Centre.
Well, that thing of Timmy's looked absolutely awesome.
It does, doesn't it? Should we zoom in and have a look?
Oh, no, I'm
Dear God.
painting big, ugly base coats and stuff. But yeah, so
That's
the
pretty
plan
good, dude. That is stunning.
The plan is to just lay some of this gory red, particularly around the feet and stuff, and then I'll come back in with more of like a sanguine red, and then just like with the airbrush and stuff, and get a little bit more of just hitting the top edges and stuff, and then I don't have to be so worried about going over that sort of red brick. So yeah.
Wow.
At the moment though, it's bloody quick and dirty, just slapping red on it. So,
That's right.
bear with.
It's looking awesome. It is looking awesome.
Yeah. You did a good job, does that, Tim?
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to getting into the details and stuff.
To be fair, I don't think I've seen you do a bad model.
I have.
Fair play. And how is Mr. Marley's E47?
Oh yeah, it's not bad. It's nothing to complain about. Like everything fits well enough. Considering
Cool.
I can't remember what year it was from. I have to look it up again. But oh well. It's good enough. Just going around with a ceramic scraper and just getting things level again. I'm just about to mix some talcum powder with some super glue and go over the seams and then try that. See how it goes. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing can go wrong. It's a perfect plan. And how's your armor, Mikey?
It's going well. Just doing the photo etch on the grill, on the vents and stuff.
Very good.
At least I don't have to fold any of it.
Yeah. Yes. I'm still in 2 minds as to whether or not to do a sea ferry with the wing fold or not, because the wing fold includes a lot of photo etch. I mean, a lot. Folding strange bits of photo etch. So I'm kind of like, maybe not.
I'll get you some beers for Christmas if you do it.
I've also been a nice chap called Chris Sargent was in touch, and he said, "Oh, by the way, if you need the open engine conversion, just let me know. I've got all the files. I'll 3D print you a set." So okay. So now I'm going to have the engines open, the wings folded. Oh boy!
You got to have the wings folded now.
Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be quite a job. The good news is that the C547 will be around next year.
Yeah.
Which is exceptionally exciting. In 1/32 scale as well. So that'll be beautiful because that's what my dad's squadron had in Korea. It's really, really cool to get a good one. And then I'll build that, and then I'll build the 1/32 Quarter A Mark 1 early to be the two ends of the Spitfire legacy, as it were. That'd be really cool to have.
Yeah, good plan.
He is a man with a plan.
Man with a plan. Wish that was so. Oh, John, did you see that ICM are releasing a Hudson next year?
Oh, I sure have.
Later this year. Sorry, later this year it'll be here. 1/40 scale Hudson. Oh. I'd love to say it was because I told them to do it. I don't. I think I was just one of many, many people who told them to do it.
No, it does look good. It's a nice looking aircraft, that one.
Oh, yeah.
My first squadron flew them, as well as other things.
Oh, excellent. Well, judging by the way they do like about 4 or 5 pieces of everything they do, there's bound to be some Aussie squadrons in there.
Yeah.
That'll be nice for you, John.
Yeah. We'll see how we go.
You could have a long-term project of making every Aussie aircraft. Military aircraft.
No.
Sure, you'll manage to fill a shelf up with it.
I read a thing today, so I'll read this out. So it was, I'll bring it up. 37. Yeah, 37 Squadron RAF Association. So this is how's that? It's a nice photo. It's basically the pilot's view out the front of a Herc. But as you can see, it's got the head-up display, all the the horizon, the marker beacon, the altitude, airspeed, all that sort of stuff like that. Right. Anyway, so in the story, it says Orlando, Florida. Blah, 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 blah. Lockheed Martin announced today that it's been awarded a foreign military sales contract to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to deliver C-130J training devices and upgrades to the Royal Australian Air Force. And goes on, blah, blah, blah. But the final line says, ironically, when the first few of the new J models arrive in 2028, it'll be the Aussie Air Force's 70 years of C-130 operations. With the first C-130A arriving in 1958, the second Air Force in the world to operate the venerable Hercules transport aircraft after the USAF.
Wow.
So
70 years.
Yeah, getting new aircraft when that aircraft was designed 70 years beforehand. It's pretty remarkable.
Wow. It's incredible.
Paul says he's just tucking into last night's Chinese.
Cheese.
Matthew says, I'm in my living history days. I only got to meet one ATA girl. Her name is Letters. I think there's a picture of her in that book. Oh, I'm sure there is. Oh,
Her name was Letters.
Yeah. Where is it? I'm sure I saw it somewhere. I certainly saw that name mentioned somewhere. Yeah, Lettuce Curtis. With in autumn 1942, Lettuce Curtis became the first woman to fly a 4-engine bomber, an achievement shared by just 11 of ATA's women. Finally, in 1943, the women were awarded equal pay for their male colleagues, making ATA one of Britain's first equal opportunities employer. There you go. So Lettuce was the first one to fly first female to fly a 4-engine bomber.
Lettuce.
Yep, spelt with an I though instead of a U.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit better.
Jimothy says, a great combination viewing BBC channel on my TV whilst my local jazz station via the streaming signal plays in the background. Hurrah! Nice.
Nice.
Trevor says,
Jazz club.
Brian Lane Spitfire was my next build. Nice.
Ooh. Oh, a Qatari one? Or another scale, another brand?
Ian says, excellent, Jim. I can never get the balance right. Paul says, can't wait till later this year. We'll be having a Mosquito being shipped to the UK to operate out of Biggin Hill. That'd be cool to see.
Oh.
The Mosquitoes come from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then Callum says, of the 5 flying Mosquitoes in the world, New Zealand have built 4 of them. Yeah. Callum says, Avspec is the company. They are now working on getting a static B-17 into flying condition. Caused a stink with the Americans when they found out it was coming from New Zealand for the restoration. Paul says, I bet the Yanks didn't like that. Callum, they really didn't. On forums, they were claiming Avspec didn't have to have the know-how for a 4-engine bomber. Callum, the company have restored F-86 Sabres. Ian says, Lettuce, silly name. Jim, I just remembered I went to school with Pepper Brown. And Trevor says, yes, Cot. There we go. Chat caught up with once again. Butter me, I'm on a roll.
But yeah, that Brian Lane Spitfire does look bloody beautiful as a kit.
Let's see. PE1.
I want to go down to 600. Where's my 1500? 800? I'm going to put my 600. Sanding stuck. 20,000, 2,500. Oh, over there. Of course, it's the last one I grabbed. Ooh.
Jim says, I think I knew Pepper Brown's American cousin, Red Brown. I thought it was Charlie Brown, his American cousin. David says, gotta pop out now, take Helen down to her friends. No problems, buddy. So, what you got planned for this weekend, Gary? You there, Gary?
So I'm sorry, I had to just cut off. I was spraying some varnish, and the air booth is a bit noisy because it's right next to the computer.
Ah,
yeah, it's varnishing my bomber, as they say.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Not at all a youth. Not at all a youth.
How did you know I was going to say that?
I've known you a wee while, Mel. That's how.
Trevor says, Gary, saw a review of the DBMK model. Are they not using ModelWorks for the future models?
They are. They're using, as far as I'm aware, they're using Plastek, who is ModelWorks is the model store that Mark Thompson runs, and it's very close. It used to be in the same building. They just moved around the corner now from Plastek, which is the molding company he owns, and they have used them for the Seafury. And as far as I'm aware, and as far as anyone seems to be aware, they'll be using them for all of their future models. So everything will be high pressure injection molded here in the UK, which is amazing. The actual to be made in China because there's really no one in the UK who can make them.
That's right.
Sort of skill and all the rest of it are just world leaders in making the molds themselves. Although Plastek do have a lot of the technology there. They have an EDM machine. The machines actually used to make the models, the molds. You have like an electrode in the shape of the thing that you want, and you could just constantly move it up and down next to the mold itself, and it just etches through it like an electric spark. They've got one of those machines there so they can correct the molds if they need to run a correction on them. Things like opening up feed gates and things like that a little bit more. They can adjust the feed flow. They don't have to ship them to China and get them adjusted and shipped back again. So that's a plus. And of course, they've got complete control over plastic quality control and everything else because it's right on their doorstep. Will and Edia can literally just hop in a car, drive over, and see the things being done, which is fantastic. They were planning on doing some of their kits in low pressure molds in Ukraine, but that's kind of gone by the wayside. But I think a lot of the kits in the future that have 3D printed parts, the 3D print will be done in Ukraine by not X-Space, something like X-Space or SpaceX or something, X-Space, I think. I've had some of the wheels that they do for vehicles, and they're gorgeous, really beautiful moldings. Printed, I should say. And most of their designers are in the Ukraine as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they'll be printed over here, which is fantastic. The CADs for the Scimitar are apparently to be finalised next week. So hopefully they'll be sending off CADs for the first run of cleaning in the next couple of weeks, which means it's still possible they'll have them for Telford this year, which will be, if they do, that'll be a real game changer for them, I think. But yeah, it's all looking good. It's looking good for them. Fingers crossed, it's looking good for them.
Nice. Neil says, when I was on the holding flight to RAF Swindon in '83, I had to clean the mosquito in the hangar, and then The following week, NX611 on the gate at Scampton. Now just Jane. Wow. That'd have been cool.
Yeah.
Jim says the Coteray Brian Lane figure has stone cold look on its face. Reminds me of Robert Shaw's character from the Battle of Britain film. Yeah. I imagine they would have stony face when they were that exhausted. Matthew says, Jim, I think Robert Shaw's first role was Guy Gibson co-pilot in the Dambusters.
I think you could be right there, actually.
Callum, I'm trying to convince Mark from Coteray to make their Mark 1 Hurricane Keith Park's Hurricane.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Yeah.
Trevor, the review was of a model that had lots of flash and sink marks. And it was
the Hornet. Yeah, the Hornet was done with the low pressure molds. So they make molds instead of using tooling steel, like really hard steel, which is very, very, very expensive to do.
Yeah.
For lower run kits, you can mold them in aluminium or even types of resins if you really don't want to do too much. They can't stand really high pressure injection. So you tend to get not the very greatest control over the parts. I mean, they're good, but not as good as high pressure. And also the molds tend to wear out very quickly, so you start getting flash on them. So you see a lot of molds by some of those from KP or AZ and people like that in Central Europe who are doing really weird planes. It's brilliant they're doing them, but they use low pressure molding, so they tend to have a lot of flash, a lot of excess parts and stuff like that. You have to do a bit of work to get them to go. But the molding is a lot cheaper for these lower run kits. I think they were thinking the Sea Fury is aimed at a much higher production than the Lit, frankly. So they did it in high pressure. And I think that the lessons they've learned and this and everything else was the situation means that it's better to get everything high pressure molded from now on.
Wow.
That said, I've seen some beautiful builds of the Hornet. One of the guys at our model club has one and it is absolutely gorgeous. It really is a lovely thing.
Do you have a favourite DBMK kit?
That they are going to make.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because they're only two at the moment. It would have to be the Seafire 47, purely because, because it's a gorgeous aeroplane. It's a fun aeroplane. But B, because it was from 800 Squadron, there hasn't been a decent 132nd scale one made. And I know it happens to be one of Will's favourites anyway. And so I suspect the resulting kit is going to be unbelievably accurate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very excited by that. I love the Scimitar 48. That was the first kit that they announced they were going to do. And that was 4 years ago, would you believe, at Telford.
Wow.
First time I met them. And they had some basic ideas from that. That was going to be done in Ukraine in low pressure. And that's why it's taken so long to change it over. And now going to high pressure molding and production here. But they have also decided to do it in 1/72nd as well as 1/48th.
Yeah.
And they're doing the F11F Tiger and the F105 Thunderchief are also going to be in both 48th and 72nd.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are asking if they're going to do the Spitfire range in 48th as well as 32nd, and they said, well, possibly we will. We'll see. We will see how sales go. So that's all a possibility that they'll do that.
So do you think they're going to be doing more the unusual aircraft in normal scales, and then the more normal aircraft in unusual scales? Then
I don't know. I mean, they're doing the what I think Will and Ilya are about is finding gaps in the market where they think they can feel like no one makes a good 1/32 Sea Fury anymore. There's been a VAC form one that's been the hobby, not hobby, was it Hobbycraft? Hobby something one, which was really pretty awful. Will says the wing's actually upside down, which is
It's a
I'm
Marley.
entirely sure that's true because the wheels are on the bottom of the wings, which would be a bit of a giveaway. Anyway, I think it's like some of the
You'd think it'd be a giveaway, wouldn't you, John?
the panel lining and stuff like that's right. So basically, there is a
I heard
really
that.
good
I don't ignore you then, Mike.
Sea Fury, and it's one of his favourite planes.
Yeah.
So they've made it. The Griffon Spitfires, Cotteray doing superb murdered Spitfires, so why bother doing those? But look, doing Griffon engine ones.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
you're really going to like.
So I guess they're keeping projects. They're doing the F-86 in 1/32 scale.
Yeah.
There's loads in 48th. I'm not sure they'll bother. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I hope eventually, if they can do an Avon Sabre, the C31, the Australian version with the Avon instead of the General Electric engine, that would be a huge seller, certainly in Australia.
Yeah.
Because no one has made that kit yet. Resin conversions are coming out, but they're all a bit, how's your father?
Ooh,
Is there much difference with the fuselage?
Oh, it's about 86% different. I had to change. Well, it's a much larger engine. It's the Avon is wider and thirstier, so the mouth is quite a lot more open. But the break point where you break the fuselage apart to get to the engine to replace it is in a different location. It's I think it's, well, I can't remember how far. It's probably about 600 mil forward of what the other one is. So yeah, the fuselage, there's more differences than similarities. It's almost like the F-35 A, B, and C. Well, they don't share very much commonality at all.
Yeah,
it should be different aircraft, but America.
Trevor says it was a Black Glove Man review. Paul says, is it me or has Mr. Waitrose got a lot of cutting out? Yeah, his computer's lagging, mate, that's all. Top of the first hour, and it's 26 watching and 16 likes. Well done. Ow. So is your computer...
I want to get on to Newcastle University, find if anyone there has access to a LiDAR, get them to come down to Fighter World and scan the C31, the Avon Sabre, and pass that on to Airfix and all these other companies to say, for God's sake, this is money. You can print money here.
Yeah, I went down a bit of a rabbit hole the other day on YouTube about the F-35s.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was really interesting. Like what you were saying just then reminded me about like the whole issue with commonality. Like the original outset was they were supposed to have like 80% commonality to cut down on maintenance costs and all that sort of stuff. And where they are at the moment is they only share between 20 and 30%.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And I also found out that on the C's, the ones
Carry
that
ones.
Out on the Yoggin, yeah, they don't have just boring grey paint like everyone else. Well, they do, but the paint has heaps of like kind of almost rusting on it, which obviously they don't tell people what's in the paint, but a lot of people are believing that there's some iron component in it that is oxidizing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, yeah, seeing F-35Cs with like this, patches of what looks like surface rust and stuff, but it's just something with the paint. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what's meant to happen under the program, regardless whether it's A, B, or C, is the outsides of the aircraft get stripped and replaced, and it's meant to be every 4 years for the life of the aircraft. But I haven't seen any sort of actually go in and have that done yet. But I don't know the figures, but it's just the whole thing is just a pain in the ass. It's a necessary evil for the sort of warfare that's out there these days.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting hearing like, people's opinions and stuff on things like, the complaints about, lack of dogfighting and stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, it's not a dogfighter. Like it's basically a sniper. Like if it goes in, it's not supposed to be seen by anyone. Well, we saw like what was it in Venezuela, like F-35s working with growlers and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. I got a bit more of an appreciation for them. It's like they might have missed the brief and stuff, but that's what we got.
Pilots, I won't mention names or even squadrons or whatever, but he came down and had a chat with us, or the volunteers at Fighter World. And what he was saying was, if he was in a air-to-air combat with a Hornet, which aircraft would he rather be in? The legacy Hornet, the classic Hornet, the F-35AB, the F-18AB, or the F-35? And he said, hands down, F-35. He said, there's not one pilot in any of the squadrons that would go back and want to be in a Hornet, because they've all flown around in the F-35 and they know the capability. And it is a game changer. It's just a pain in the ass to work on.
Yeah.
I don't have to anymore.
But the other rabbit hole I was going down was, and I said this the other day, bloody helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. I really, really like them. Like the way they operate and all sorts of cool stuff.
Well, you've been wrong before.
I just like it. Well, like it was really weird. Like as I was learning about it, and the way the AOA on the rotors and stuff, affect it, and just simple things, right? Like I didn't know that the rotors basically they go at a optimum speed, but like you would think, if you don't know anything, like I did, you would think that they spin faster to go up, and it's not the case at all.
No, they just the pitch and things.
Yeah, but then like then it's like it's not just the pitch of the blades. It's like they can vary what they're doing and where they're doing it.
The rotor head and things like that, can't they?
Yeah, and then you get into what is it? Gyroscopic precession and all that stuff. So like it's like to tilt the thing forward, right? Like you need the force at the back, which means you need to affect it like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Over here, so like gets affected here to lift the arse up, which is, yeah, it's just they're cool. They're cool. And then I'm thinking about planes, and I'm like, ew, planes are stupid. planes just go really fast, and then they.
Yeah, how they, when they're designing the rotor blades, Tim. Have you ever seen how they design, how they test them?
What, like
they
in
basically
general, or
before they stick them on a helicopter when they're at the factory. They basically have a rotor head in the middle of like a concrete sort of outdoor bunker, and they just put the rotor blades on and they just spin them as fast as they can until they destroy themselves.
Oh yeah, well, like load testing and stuff.
See what the tolerances are on them and things.
Yeah,
it's mad. Wall says, Mr. Waitrose, how do you make a piece of wood look like a bit of a deck from a ship?
How do you make a piece of wood to make it look like a bit of deck from a ship?
I would say you're best off either using a balsa wood, something soft, or using plastic and scoring the planks into it. And then you can lightly score grain into it and things like that, and then paint it up to look like wood, rather than, or use some like lollipop sticks or something like that and cut to size.
Yeah, coffee stirrers seem to be very popular, depending on the scale you're running, of course. But because then you can stain them very slightly different colours. But that's going to be an American deck anyway. Yes, British decks were steel in the Second World War. But yeah, I guess that's what you'd have to just get. It also depends on what sort of size you're trying to cover, really.
He's doing the, I think it's 1/350th HMS Belfast.
Right. Then Belfast, gosh.
The decks would have been
Desperately
painted
trying to
anyway.
find some aftermarket, really. I would guess, because it would be really difficult. Trying to get the look of planking at that scale, I really don't know. Never tried it, to be honest with you.
Well, it'd be painted anyway, so you're better off just doing some lines in the wood and stuff, right length, sort of right distance, and then just painting over it normally. Sealing the wood and then painting over it.
See, I don't know what we did on all of our ships. I mean, a lot of the parts were still bare metal, were metal anyway.
Yeah,
because they were armored. But there's going to be parts of the ship wood, and they may well, even in World War II, have had them as treated wood rather than painting. I don't think they liked painting wood terribly much. I think they like holy stoning it and varnishing it and making the ratings clean and proper, sort of.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. At that scale, I would struggle. I would desperately be looking for some the market.
If he's doing it at 1/350 scale, you probably wouldn't see the planks anyway, would you? It'd just be the colour.
I know. It depends. Again, depends how big they cut the planks in those days. So I don't actually know that. But it would be a variation in colour, for stripy variation in colour. But I think if you try and do it just like regular wood, like you would like on the bed for the tank and things like that, I think it wouldn't have the same appearance.
Yeah,
I think it would be a bit more. Actually, it should be a lot more uniform, of course, because they would work on they would have chosen wood that matched anyway.
Yeah,
and because captain can't possibly have different colours of wood on their deck. That would just no. And of course, the constant washing and all that would bring out the heartwood colour. So I'm guessing they'd be all the same. It's just making that kind of, as you say, that kind of implication of planking rather than
There you go.
necessarily getting any proper texture.
It's a bit of wood to mount his HMS Belfast on.
Oh, I see what you
Actually,
mean.
to put it all. Oh, right.
Then in that case, just get a sheet of MDF of it and score it whatever size you want.
Yeah.
And then just seal it and with some PVA glue or something, and then paint over it. Prime it and paint over it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Where did we get up to? There. Matthew says, painted camouflage my Toon Krieg tanks, closing up my workbench now and putting 2 1/16 challenges on it for the weekend. Has got my daughters for adventures. Nice. Julian says, Callum, I tried to get Coteray to do Paddy Hemingway's Hurricane as he flew one, and I just died. The last Battle of Britain pilot to die. They might still do that. Columbus says, did he fly a Mark 1 early or late? Julian, he flew from pre-war right through France into the Battle of Britain, Callum. So both. Just read that one. Matthew says, welcome back, Julian, King of the Heathens. And Paul says, thanks, guys. Yeah. When I make wooden bases, like wooden box bases and stuff, I tend to use lollipop sticks and just cut them square and then make them the right width that I want. And then all I've got to do then is just put like a brown stain over them or something. Or whatever colour I want on them. Because once you cut them into like the rectangles, don't know if I've got any in here, you can always just sand the sides down so they're not perfectly square and things. No, I haven't got any. Yeah. You can sort of sand the edge so it's not perfectly square on all around the sides, and then that way then it looks like warm planking. Oh, I had a message this morning. We should have Mr. Morris back next week.
Yay!
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Morris.
So say we all.
Yeah. Julian says, Paul, have a look at LPJ models. He's done a wood tutorial, also one for leather. I can post links if you like. You'd have to post it in Discord, mate. There you go. Last piece of photo etch. Yay. I just nearly doubled it over. That would have been stupid.
There we go. So I'm closing the wheel covers on these because I'm doing gear up in flight. But the forward bomb bay didn't have anything to stop these doors falling in because the instructions they don't have a wheels up option. So what I did is, I don't know if anyone was paying attention, but I cut up some polystyrene sort of square strip and put that on the inside, pretty much where the doors would be, and then using them to glue them on, but also because they've just been newly glued, by pushing these on, I can adjust the height. So as a result, from the side, you can't see that, that it wasn't there, sort of thing. So it's just and a bit there. So what happens here? It's like a Victor. What they found with the Victor, for instance, when you're flying along and you go to drop a bomb, the bombs weren't dropping. So what they had to do is disturb the airflow, make it dirty air, So the plane can put a break through the slipstream of the air. So as you see here, we've got 3 little things that stick up in the airflow there to just ahead of the bomb bay to dirty it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Victor's got the same thing. Let's see if I can grab that. Yeah, there we go. So without having the blue steel, these bits here would pop out when the bomb bay doors open, which are not on this one because it was the blue steel one. But yeah, when the bomb bay doors open, these would spoil the airflow and let the bomb sort of release. But that's a bit of education for all y'all.
I'm sure we all feel the smarter for it.
You bloody well should.
Tim's very quiet today, isn't he?
Yeah, I had the airbrush going. I just didn't want the compressor to keep going like.
How very considerate of you, Tim.
Right, that'll work. Riddles. Part number's what? 37L and
How's Robin, by the way?
She's very, very good.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's doing all sorts of cute baby stuff. So, yeah, we got a christening all booked in and stuff. So that's good. We'll go down to the chapel at RMC, which is our Sandhurst.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Royal Military College, Duntroon, in Australia.
So that's where
That's where you were christened, Tim.
No, I think Lachlan was christened there.
Oh, no, you were on.
I was married there.
Yeah, of course you were.
But yeah. So that's good. So yeah, we've been in touch with the Padre and stuff down there, which was all good. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to the christening.
Nice.
So yeah, we're going to head down to that as well, of course. And Bron's given me the option of either going down to Melbourne and doing the Canberra thing on the way back, or doing the Canberra thing and then driving down to Melbourne. But I haven't decided yet.
Yay.
Doing the live stream thing, this is a god o'clock Sunday here. It'll be 6 a.m. But after that, then we're going to, Bron, myself, and whoever else wants to come, Aaron, we're going to drive down to Sydney, visit your grandparents.
Lovely. So there's little Robin.
What the hell is she doing there?
Oh, she loves looking at the world upside down at the moment.
Especially she's got your size head, she can't help it.
Yeah, poor girl. She's got 98.5 percentile head. So that, and I sent this to my family as well. It's just the art and the artist. Yeah, I took that immediately after she threw up on me, so she thought it was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, she's a good egg. And
sounds like she'll have a good sense of humor when she's older.
Loves books. She's got like this crinkly sort of book that makes noise and stuff when you grab it.
Yeah.
And she'd had enough. She would put it over her head.
Leave me alone. If I can't see you, you don't exist.
Yeah, and she loves gross and scary noises as well. So we sit there and we just go at each other, which yeah, is about as much fun as you can have. Really, is making silly noises at babies. But
Julian says, links posted in Discord. Paul in the tips, tricks, advice group and tagged you. There we go. Paul says, I popped into a shopping centre with the bike for a coffee earlier today. I was told to take my bike out. I said, I have. That's why it's here with me. Right. That one. Nope, not that one. That one. Not that one. That one. That one there. You all right, Gary?
Yeah. Yep, just pondering what to do next.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, there's so much.
This is actually quite a nice model kit to build. I'm quite impressed with it so far. Matthew says, Tima, is she helping you with big words?
yep.
Paul says, on the other hand, I did argue about Pram's dogs being in the shopping centre, and he's now on a ban from the shopping centre. Oh, dear. There's always one. Right. There, don't frame B. Right. B2. Is that one? So, has the chat got anything fun planned for the weekend? Anyone doing any modelling or going somewhere nice?
I really want to do my Apache.
Down, 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 down. Just jump on it, Tim.
What else? Oh, I did the putting decals in the sun trick.
Yes.
Which seems to have worked quite lovely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they've come back to life. And what else? And then I was having a look at the Dauntless. Is there an ant in there? Get out of there, you saboteur. And initially when I opened it, I wasn't too chuffed because, you know, the air brakes and stuff were like all molded in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had another look and there is detail on the underside of it. So it's just one of those things with, I guess it's an older kit. Where it's like, yeah, you can cut it out yourself, you lazy prick. So yeah, I've got to cut it out and drill all the holes in the air brakes, which will be a little bit annoying. And then, yeah, I'll do that because you know, if you're going to build a Dauntless, you need the air brakes open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll do that.
I think
And
it's
then
like a door or something.
And then I'll put a just the control rod in between the flaps and stuff because there's actually not a whole lot going on in there.
Yeah.
But you
Sounds
know,
like
it's
a head.
yeah. Well, it's a very it's very plain sort of a kit. So yeah, so yeah, I'll try and zhuzh it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure I'll find some things I can do. Like I got that nice small gauge wire and stuff. I'll be able to find some little pipes and things to put around.
Yeah. We're slowly bringing you over to the dark side of modeling, Tim. Away from figure painting.
All right, so it's like anything for me. It's like I just whole ass one thing at a time. So I'll be all in on scale modeling for like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. And then I'll be like, I want to paint a model. And then I'll do figure painting. Or I'll, the better part of the last week, I finally got around to getting the campaign for Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like smashed that out in a week. Which, was fun. But yeah, it's generally like computer games, figures or scale modeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't do the healthy thing and just half-ass, multiple hobbies. I have to be sucked into an unhealthy degree. One at a time.
Okay, I think I need to. Okay.
For anyone that does just like engineering stuff and doesn't know much about helicopters, just have a look at a like 3D animation of like the swash plate assembly working. It's like it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's I think a swash plate pump is why better looking male loves hydraulics so much. It's a very, very cool thing.
Why is DPD just pulled up outside my house?
So Gary, DBMK, in all the talk at Yeovil for the launch and everything else, does anybody know what DBMK stands for? Is it something or other model kits?
Something or other model kits. Someone asked that at the end, and Will said, "I'm not going to tell you." Any other questions? So,
okay.
Perfect. I've just got to get to the front to help Maria in some shopping, so I'll be back in a little bit.
Sure. Half an hour to go.
Put a parcel down on the footpath outside, then opened the back doors of the van, and then got into the van. I don't know what the hell the delivery driver's doing, or where he's going.
That's where he keeps the bodies.
Doesn't seem very good security though, does it? Just leaving the parcel in the middle of the footpath and then going climbing into the back of the van.
Poo. Pushed the door in too far. Let's try it again.
I'm
intrigued by where he's going now. Because I haven't ordered anything. What's going on? That's what I got up to.
You're going to use Robin as an excuse to not do a dawn service, Tim?
No. No, I'll go out. Other than that, it'll be a very quiet one. For me, I normally go down to the Gold Coast and market with my mate, but this year just didn't get around to it. So
yeah. So again, for foreign viewers, certainly ones in the States who may not be aware, Anzac Day, because the storming of the beaches of Gallipoli by the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps happened at dawn. So every year on the 25th of April, like a lot of Australians turn up, and basically, all towns have a cenotaph. But if they don't, people will just sort of go to the most likely place and, just read the ode and all that sort of stuff. It's quite moving, really. It did become an issue for me though, because it's a couple of years ago now. I was with the Orions in Darwin for Anzac Day, and I said to the boys that I'm going to head down. Like we weren't allowed to leave base. But what I said was, so the deal is the boys would always get on the Terps, even though they had all these rules. You can't do this, can't do that. So every bloody 3 weeks when they change out the crew, the next crew would just, do everything wrong. And the bosses were getting so shitty that they just made it a dry camp and can't leave base and stuff like that. Anyway, so what I said is for dawn service, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the herd of Mirage, sort of sitting there by the road, the Dasso, Mirage 3.0. I said, I'm going to go down there and, recite the ode. And, anybody want to join me? Feel more than free. So next thing that happened is all my troops sort of went to the flight lieutenant and said, he can't tell me what to do outside working hours, and it became a big deal. And of course, my officer was like, yeah, you're right, you can't do that. And I'm just like, you are a dick. Basically what I said was, I'm going myself. If you want to join me, join me. That's all that happened. It was not a problem. But you got to wonder, it's got the serving members that don't do Anzac Day unless they just get on the Terps, and that just pissed me off. Because it's not about us, it's about everybody who came before us.
Okay. So I've received a parcel off Rob Nolan. Apparently, it was intended for my birthday.
Which year?
This year. I'm sure Malcolm needs to do this to keep on pub. I'm just reading the letter he's put with it. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 kits in here. Let's have a look. What's this? I swear, this guy, I've had more cardboard from this guy than I've had from Amazon. Oh my goodness, they're huge. Okay, no wonder the box is so big. So, I'll switch my camera over, and then once I've done this, I'll go through the comments. There you go. Okay, so the first one is the Revel SWS 3.7mm flak.
Oh,
cool.
35th scar, very nice.
Yeah.
So, what is that? Is that German? Can you let's zoom on your quadrant? What is? I'm not seeing that.
Yeah.
2.7mm flat. So that must be a German thing, yeah?
Yeah, I imagine so, because it looks a lot like the Hanomag.
It does.
We did. Yeah, Panzer illustration. And then the other kit is a beast. It's a bit of a beast. It is that.
Oh, that's tank. Very
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Very cool.
Should we do a box opening?
Your channel.
Shift everything out of the way. I was not expecting this. Thank you, Rob. Move that out of the way. Move that up so people can see. Oh, crap. There you go. Right. Switch that over. Right. So that round. Moves the microphone out of the way. There we go. Okay. So it's the Stridsvagen 103C MBT from Hobby Japan. And a lot of bubble wrap. Phone keeps coming up with... I don't want to ask AI. Shut up. Leave me alone. Right. Colour scheme should be interesting. Pretty cool. Oh, there you go. So it's got the engine in it. And it's molded into the tub with some of the seats and everything. It's pretty cool. Clear parts and Pioneer tools and things. Individual track links. Oh, they're assembly track links as well. So you got to assemble each track link. That'll be fun.
Can we zoom in on your quadrant, please? It's much more interesting than what we're doing.
Yep. So you got the engine there. So I can open that. I can open it because it's mine. Ah. There we go. Kind of. Come on. Open this stupid thing. There you go. So yeah. Oh wow. So the engine, that's the engine there. That's interesting, isn't it? Interesting way of doing it. Oh, all feels like nice plastic. Light, nice and lightweight, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be fragile or anything. And we've got more track links. And then we've got the top of the hull. That's pretty damn cool. Then the wheels. And then let's have a look at the instructions. This should be fun. All right. Oh, it comes with a jig to make the tracks. That's handy.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good. Otherwise, that could have been a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
There's explanations there about how to put them together and everything. That's cool. Okay, so it even gives you tells you which order to assemble. So first assemble 116 and then do 60, then 63. Okay. Station. Oh, temporary assemblies and things as well. How to do the open hatch system, because the hatch lifts up and back instead of just sitting flat. That's pretty cool. Looks like I'm gonna have plenty to do on it. That should be fun. And then a little set of decals. They're actually really nice decals. Yellow's a good colour on it. It's nice. There we go. Yeah, that's off. It's one of the kits that's just arrived off Rob Nolan, Gary.
All right, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's very kind of him. Thank you very much, Rob. I shall enjoy that.
Just get Matt's kit in the post to you as soon as I can.
Cheers, buddy. Left off, Rob. There you go. That's what it is, Gary.
The S-Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like an S-Tank.
It's cool, isn't it?
It is absolutely properly cool.
Just got to find somewhere to put it because it's quite a long box.
I think, Dave Goldfinch from On the Bench podcast was building an S-Tank for the 48 and 48. I'm not sure if he's finished it. I guess he has by now.
And is that kit as well, Gary?
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Is it a real thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that thing? That one? Or the S-Tank?
No, the S-Tank.
Yeah, it is. So the gunner elevation, for instance, was done by raising and lowering the wheels hydraulically.
It's Swedish, I think. Yeah, Swedish.
Comes in a flat pack.
Yeah.
And a fucking big Allen key.
Matthew says, amusing hobby make great kits. The Super Conqueror and the Low are great, mostly based on World of Tanks PC game. Yeah. He says, going to the zoo and playing Village with the girls. Nice. Paul, Sunday I'm doing a 26-mile loop ride around Beachy Head. Bloody hell. Paul, Beachy Head was filmed in the movie Bob of Battle of Britain. Paul says, tonight I'll do some more on my HMS Belfast. Excellent. Ian, I'm going to a motorbike showroom, but not to look at Hondas, but their selection of riding gear, which I may have a discount for. Ooh.
Hey.
Ian, I will also be watching MotoGP as there's been months break. Trevor says, damn, brilliant model kits. June says, Matthew, are you swapping them or is it just for a visit? Matthew says, Julian, no, I've tried swapping them for something more tame, but it never works. Just going to ask the Meerkats for some cheap car insurance as usual. June says, Mikey says, oh God, they're huge. That's what she said. I'm disappointed in you guys for not spotting that one.
Yeah, we slipped.
June
I love to think we're trying to grow as a channel, as a group.
Yeah, remember we even gave you some culture, some French tete-a-tete before.
Yeah.
June says, Matthew, are Sergei's naughty bits pixelated in real life? Matthew, Julian, I'm always disappointed that they've not tried to dress one in a smoking jacket and a lab coat. Jim, tip for you, John Marley. If you see that ridiculously multi-layered, multi-wheel suspension It's more than likely a World War II German tank or half-track. Yes.
Ah, of course. Yeah, I didn't consider that. You are a
Allies-
scholar and a gentleman, Jim.
Oh, wow. It even comes with the ammunition for it.
Jesus.
That's fun.
I would,
Cool.
yeah. If I knew more about armored fighting vehicles, I would have spotted that. But I that's yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so Germans went for the overcomplicated design, and the Allies sort of went as simple as possible that'll do the job.
Alrighty.
Back down.
So Mikey, you remember like a week ago or so, I ordered some decals from Amazon, not wrong, eBay, and only one lot turned up and I paid for two?
Yep.
I spoke to the guy. Did I mention this?
Mhm.
Yeah, did I mention this to you or not?
You mentioned it, but it like that's all that had happened was that you were intending to send off a shitogram or something.
No. So yeah, I gave him a call and he answered the phone. And we had a good yak for a couple of minutes about the product and all that sort of stuff with that. And I actually passed on my congratulations. I said that's one of the most interesting things that I've seen in modeling. It got my juices flowing. So I thanked him for that. And he recognised that he had made a mistake. So he's sending a second one for free, which I'll dispatch to you.
Thank you, buddy.
When it arrives.
That is very kind of you.
When I say for free, I mean I'll charge you twice as much as I paid for it.
Yeah.
That's how international trade works these days, I'm told. 600%, that sort of crap.
Trevor says that was an answer for the name for DBMK. Jim, Paul, I rode 20 miles both Wednesday and Thursday. Feeling it will limit the distance of today's ride. Still getting myself into ride shape. Does that mean sort of lycra clad with cheeks hanging either side of the saddle sort of shape? Or what? Julian says, we are growing, Weight Rose. In numbers, that is. Mental age, not so much. Are we growing in numbers? I don't know.
Growing in girth.
I mean, we've got 26 watching and 19 likes. So it's not as much as what we have been getting. But it's good. Subscribers haven't gone up today. But again, these things happen. Ha ha ha. Mr. Rob is in. We were just talking about you, Rob. Paul says, my wife says, I don't know how Mikey does it, but the French sounds very sexy. I told her to go to bed. Oh, Bechard. That's making me blush. That's actually made me chuckle. Jim says, Paul, I have a 50-mile ride coming up on the 14th of June. That's if my back, knees, and shoulders can do it. Well, yeah, you can't really do it if they can't. You'll be a little bit stuck. And Rob says, hello, folks. What have I missed? You've just missed the delivery of a parcel, Mr. Rob, with a lovely letter. Thank you. And some lovely kits, obviously. Thank you very much, buddy. I do appreciate it. Just getting ready for the end of the stream.
52 left.
Matthew says, Rob, you've missed loads. Epic discussion on the creation of the universe, how to create world peace and end Middle East conflict, and do sea animal farts. Oh, do sea animals fart? They vomit. We know that because whale vomit's worth a lot of money because people are weird. It's ambergris, isn't it? Bob
It's
says
what?
ambergris or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff how you hunt them down on boats and things, and then you go inside their mouth, and with a syringe, you get this gold stuff, and then you ship it back to Earth, and they sell it for millions of dollars. But you got to be careful because the giant blue people get upset when you... Those whales, right?
Yeah.
Bob says not all, or Rob says not all bad, I hope. No, not at all. Paul says 50 miles, nice. Where is your ride from?
From home, clearly.
Not necessarily. Could drive somewhere nice and then ride from there and ride back to the car.
Maybe.
Ah,
I'm just hypothesizing it all.
yeah. Julie says, mumbles something about Tupsen Variaum. Robert says, yes, sea animals do fart. Whale song. Rob, you're very welcome. Enjoy. Thank you, buddy. I will. I'm actually really looking forward to doing that S-Tank. That'll be fun. I think I'll have to do it with the hatches open because the way the hatches open is really interesting. They don't just like flap open like normal tanks. They actually, they're on arms, so they lift up and come back like an S shape, like an S hinge, which is actually really cool and different to what the other tanks have done. We've got 8 minutes. I don't think I've got time to figure out how to do that. So I will focus on comments and stuff. And stuff.
And ting. Comment and.
Don't need that because I won't need to put that camera on all weekend. There you go. Julian, sea animals fart, hydrodynamic propulsion. Is that how Red October works? The Soviets trapped a couple of seals and forced them baked beans. Who knows, buddy? Rob says, DBMK sent me a third Sea Fury kit. I'm so grateful. Bloody hell.
Nice.
You'll be buried under Sea Furies one day. Well, Paul says, I have just pulled out more birthday cake from the freezer. Following Go says, when I was riding bikes, I tried 3 times to do a 100k group ride, failed at 55 miles every time. Huh. I wouldn't have got that far. Rob says, the hatch pivots on arms. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like John's saying, the way it elevates the gun and everything is really interesting. Ian,
But
I'm
why?
impressed. Well, they wanted something simple, but because most of where they would be operating is forest, they didn't want anything that was, they didn't want to rotate the turret and accidentally get stuck on a tree and things. So they just made it as low down as possible so that it's less obvious going through the trees and stuff. And less likely to get caught up on things, like branches getting caught
Also
up.
easy to get hulled down from enemy shots and then just sort of advance slowly, fire, and back down below a hiding ridge line. Whereas with a turret, it's more difficult. You've got to move a lot further.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to
boys,
consult the YouTube.
Yeah. It's an impressive bit of kit. Ian says, I'm impressed, Jim. I only did a handful of miles on the bicycle yesterday.
The only thing it couldn't do, of course, is traverse and fire on the move.
Yeah.
But then they were intending Sweden to be an entirely sort of defensive force, so you were more likely to be digging in and repelling invaders, persuading them this is now not a good time.
Yeah. It is more about ambush than anything else, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Rob says, Big Ski Beansky. Julian says, there must be something about the name Robert. Bob gets shed loads of strand beasts, and Rob gets 3 sea furies. Yeah. Matthew, in my best Scottish Russian accent, 1 fart only. Following Go says, also saw the worst crash during one. About 20 riders went down and lots of blood and broken bones. Yeah, there's one about 10 years ago, not far from us. And it's a 60-mile-an-hour road, but it's a single-lane carriageway. And it's a very windy road, which so it's popular with motorcyclists and cyclists. But instead of riding in single file, the cyclists decided they were going to ride like 4 abreast, and there's like 20 of them. So this car comes up behind them, doing 60 miles an hour, and plows straight through all of them. And apparently, I was talking to a paramedic and a firefighter that were called to the scene, and they said when they got there, they had to look before they climbed out the cab. They had to look where they were putting their feet in case there was body parts under their feet. And it was, the minute they went there, it was literally just there. They were just there to pick up body parts and organs and things, because it just hit them that hard. It just obliterated all the cyclists, unfortunately. On that cheery subject, June says, laughing at Matthew. Paul says, I want 10 veterans to ride with me when I do Eastbourne to Chichester and back to Eastbourne. That's 200 miles in 2 days in the South Downs Way for M4H next year. Bloody hell. I haven't ridden a bike in years. Jim says, thanks, Ian. I love cycling, even if it hurts. Rob says, I suspect that Gary might have put a word in for me with Will Ilya. By the way, Will says he'd love to do a 32 scale LA5 FN. Brill. LA5 FN, what's that?
Lavochkin, Soviet, World War II Soviet fighter.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Pretty cool looking aircraft, actually.
Yeah. Don't know why I'm bothering. Bought another cube of this blue. I don't know why I just don't pick it up instead of trying to squeeze out the dregs of this one.
Rob says,
there we go, in the bin.
What a lovely dragon thingy. Yeah, so we've got like 1 minute left. So do you want to show people what you've been doing?
Yeah, sure. So, again, just kind of roughing in the bass tones and stuff on the dragon at the moment. Oh, nice. Just put a big spluck on the red. I don't want that. Yeah, so that'll, once it's all dry and stuff, that'll get another coat. And I've got the wings over here, which will get that same soft bits color on the inside of the wing membrane.
Yeah.
And then and then applied a brown wash over the metallic parts of the base, which we did last week. And from there, once I get that, what is it, middle stone base all done, I'll go back in with a dark brown and do the sort of hair and stuff on the back of the limbs and on his jowl and stuff. And then that'll be him pretty much base coated. And then I can start doing like the fun stuff and do some layering and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So
Lovely.
yeah, it's coming along.
Yeah. Julian says, looking awesome, Tim.
Thanks, man.
John, what have you managed? Very quickly, what have you managed to do?
All right. Yeah, piles back in. That's a bit of a glass, optically flat glass. But the main thing I've done is close up the forward and aft main wheel wells and sand the crap out of it. So yeah, that was a super glue and talcum powder. As you can see, it's come up really nice. Like there is no seam there anymore.
Yeah.
Like that. And next week, I think I'll start to get some paint down.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right.
What about you, Gary?
I've sprayed and, as you can see, done some chipping on the underside of the airplane here. So put down some chipping solution, spray it, use some water to reanimate the paint and just scrape off bits and pieces. I've been working on the main float as well, doing a similar process, but that's mainly going to be green, so I don't need to do too much yet on that. I've varnished the old Petlark off as we saying. So that's ready for some decals, and that's pretty much it. Nice. And I've tried to revive some other decals, but they're dying. But I don't know how that's going to go yet. But yeah, a few bits and pieces.
Nice.
Yourself?
All I've done is put the PE on the vent, all the vents at the back here.
Excellent.
There's 8 vents. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's the ARL 44, which I got off Rob. Yeah, I got off Rob. Matthew says Timmy does a Welsh dragon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rob says, if you want a huge French turret Meng AU F1 French 155mm turret on AMX 30 to 32 pound, cheap, nice. Yeah. Rob says, lovely looking B47.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining us today. It's been a fun week. It's been nice to sort of get back to normal. We'll be back on Monday for the Monday panel. Mr. Morris should be joining us as well, which would be lovely. So that'll be 12 till 2 UK time. And until then, it's Hulvar for now. Hopefully I can get this right.
See ya.
Great.
Oh.